It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS.
You have no idea what can happen in your life if you knock on doors, if you pick up a phone just to talk to somebody, just get on a Facebook group and really engage with people is a life changer. And I think that can help you survive through this. And that's just my little Shady McAllister advice to people out there is just move and talk and engage, man.
I got so Kedma's my Conquer coach, and one of the first things, I think it's like our first or second meeting where she was our group coach, she said, you get 15 minutes to milk a bad day, and then you need to fucking get over it. Like,
I love Kedma, man.
Like, I can't say that on my group. That's your group.
Sorry.
Killing me.
But it's like, nobody's like, even your spouse at some point is gonna be like, they're gonna get sick. Yeah, they'll show you some empathy, but you get 15 minutes. That's her home rule. You get 15 minutes to milk a bad day. Then you got to get over it and start doing something about it. Like, then you're intentional about those 15 minutes.
She says something else. I love it. She calls fear false evidence appearing real. I love that saying because that's the truth, man. Fear is just it's a bunch of BS. It really is. It's just you, and you got to change your perception.
Your mind.
You stare at the wall. Whatever it takes, you got to be able to pull yourself out of it. Lean on somebody else. If you got a spouse or a good network, a community of people. I love, we're talking about Kevin. I love the Conquer program for that reason. We have daily hangouts. We're always connecting. We're always talking, leaning on each other. We provide that space where we can vent every day, talk about the problems that we're having. But then, like you said, get the F over it, man. It's time to move on. Got to have the warrior mindset. What's the alternative? We're going to sit there in the fetal position?
Right.
That's not me. And I don't see that. Most entrepreneurs, I don't think are like that. I think that's why we're different. I think we're warriors, man. We're fighters. It's just in us.
What's gonna happen is gonna happen. So what is the sense of thinking so negatively and worrying? And worry is probably the most important thing if you're in the camp of trying to waste energy. I mean, worrying drains so much energy out of a human being. It's just worthless, man. It's absolutely worthless.
There's a saying in the Bible. I'm gonna butcher it. Matt Clark can probably set me straight. I think he said it the other day. Like, you don't get another day by worrying. Like, you don't get another day of life by sitting around worrying about it. Like, worrying is nothing. That's living in the future, man. You got to live it the now.
Right.
That's the truth. Day at a time.
You hear that a lot, like live in the now, don't worry about tomorrow type of thing. But I even take it a little bit further, where don't worry about yesterday either, because there's so many people that beat themselves up over a mistake they made yesterday. And it might hurt you for a week or two, but to sit there and even worry about that isn't going to be helpful. It's what's happening today, and
that's adults, man.
That's it.
That's how adults are. We either live in the future or we live in the past. You know who lives in the present? Kids. We can learn so much from our kids, dude. They're always living in the present. They don't care about it. And I'm not saying be careless when I say don't live, in the future, plan and stuff. But when it becomes obsessive and you become neurotic about thinking about what could be or what was, that's when it's a problem. And that's when you have to, you got to hit the
Hey, what's up, business nerd? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a heck of a lot watching that episode. Do me a favor, subscribe right down here. And if you really like what you saw, you got more goods right here. Check out this one. Or check out this one and do this. Go subscribe. Appreciate you. Work smarter, work harder, go earn yourself some pride. Catch you on the next one.